What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode number 12 of Win One Take On. Today we're against Villarreal at home and then Crystal Palace away. Now, obviously we've got 9 points in the Europa League so far. We've beat all the teams. I think we beat Villarreal actually. I can't actually remember. It's been a while since I've been on this save. Yeah, so we've got 9 points, 5 points clear at the top. And normally I would use this opportunity to rest a few players, well, quite a lot of players, because we're quite clear at the top. It looks like we're going to qualify. We played Jablonec at home as well, so that's pretty much enough guaranteed 3 points. So we're going to be on at least 12. So I'd normally just rest players now, but obviously if I lose the match, then I'm going to lose one of my players. So I have to put out a strong team. But I still have made some changes for this match. I brought Noble in for Fabregas just to have a little bit of a rest. He's only on 92%. Winston Reid on 91%, so I brought in James Tompkins. Antonio is on the bench for this match. I brought in Victor Moses, and Zarate is starting ahead of Sacco. We've gone for Gamboa at right back, since obviously we lost Carl Jenkinson at the end of the last episode to Leicester. So we'll get into the first match, and I'll be right back in just 1 second. So looking at the Villarreal team, I'm pretty sure they played 4-4-2 against us in the return match when they were at home. So I've actually gone to my defensive formation. This is the formation that I want to play in the future. This is the formation that I play for 90% of my Football Manager saves. I have tried Lanzini as like a 4-2-1-2-3 there and one up front, but I like playing this triangle here. I like having a defensive midfielder. So I think for my first team, it'll be Song, Fabregas, Lanzini. I'm not sure about who will play between Moses and Valencia, but Payet will be on the left and Sacco or Zarate up front. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, we'll head into today's match. I've actually just done my team talk, and I told Zidane to do it for some reason, and it didn't really go too well. Well, it went okay. I'll show you it. I may as well show you it. Team talk. Like no players reacted badly, but none of them really reacted well. So what did you say? Passionately, let's give the fans something to cheer today. I suppose that's not too bad. So we'll head into today's match. Well, today's first match, and hopefully we can wrap up first place in the group with a victory. I'm pretty sure that we will if we can win this match. I would say Villarreal is probably a better team than us. But we were quite lucky to beat them last time out. I think we got a late goal to win it. We've had 3 shots already, 2 off target, 1 blocked. 4 shots now. I'm just going to check my instructions. Yeah, I was just checking I didn't have bump all in the boxing, because I know in the last episode I kept having that on and I needed to take it off. We're going to go for a higher tempo. I want to try and outnumber them in midfield, because we've got 3 up against their 2 centre midfielders. It's gone well so far though. We've got 60% possession-ish. I'll try attacking. I feel like they're sitting back. So at that point, I either go to counter and invite them forward onto me, or I can attack them. But I'll see how attacking them goes. Finishing something is down. Need to work ball into the box. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks, Zidane. Feels weird having the Real Madrid manager in real life as my assistant. Not a lot is happening at all, but 9 shots. Here we go. Noble with the corner. Adrian can get it away. Valencia give back to Noble. Yes. Crosses it in. Back post Zarate. Can't get there. Moses. Crosses in for Valencia. Get in. That should be his first goal of the season, I think. Yeah, there it is. We've played very, very well in this match so far. And we're 1-0 up. We get what we deserve, I feel. So 33 minutes, 1-0, Valencia getting the goal. I'll leave it on attacking until half time. If we can get a second goal before half time, we'll just kill the match. So our players have run a lot more than them. We've got a higher rating than them. So I think that we do deserve to be in the lead. There is half time. There wasn't another highlight. To tell them it wasn't the worst half I've ever seen. No, I think we've played well. So I'm going to passionately tell them I'm happy. There we go. Zidane, you're not taking individual team talks, pal. I don't think he's the best at team talks. Obviously, he didn't get a negative reaction at the start of the match, but I don't think I need him to give an individual team talk there. Obviously, I could have done it, but I'm too lazy. We're still on attacking. I'm going to go to standard, because they're going to have to come at us now, where if we're on standard we can, like, I don't know, we don't have to go all out attack and risk conceding a goal. But we haven't had any clear-cut chances. We'll close this guy down. Second half, nothing has happened. 60 minutes, I will make my first sub. In fact, I might make two. Why don't I have my normal view on? Where is it? I hate, because I switch between playing on my MacBook and like having my MacBook connect to a monitor, and it always messes with my views. So whatever. Like what does that C mean? Oh, captain. Yeah. Anyway, Lanzini's going to come off for Fabregas. Not a bad sub to make, is it really? And I'll take off Valencia for Antonio. I think Antonio's been playing quite well for us lately. 60 minutes in, it hasn't been a great match, let's be honest, but as long as we're in the lead, that's all I care about. I'm actually going to change it. I'll try and keep possession. We don't have to have a high tempo anymore. I'm not going to work it into the box. It's a bit of a risk because we've only had 3 shots on target out of 12. But as long as they're not going like a mile wide, then I don't care if they're not on target or whatever. We are lucky to be ahead. Fuck off, Zidane, you dickhead. Right, I've got one more sub to make. I saw Celtic took the lead there against Jablonec. You would really expect them to win that match, but it doesn't really concern us really if we can win this match. They haven't had a shot on target, but Zidane says we're lucky to be ahead. Right, I'll go to counter. Because really, even if they score, it's not the end of the world. But if we can win, we can take one of their players. Did I really press high tempo? We don't need a high tempo. What an idiot. Being more disciplined. I feel that never works. I probably mention that in every episode, but I feel it doesn't work. We'll dribble less, just to try and retain possession a tiny bit more. We'll go on counter. They haven't offered anything in this match, but I think honestly there's only been one highlight in this match, hasn't there? It's been the most boring match. There's been one highlight, and it was our goal. But looking at the stats, no, I think this will be it. There's only a minute left. But looking at the stats, I think we do deserve to win this match. He's Creswell, Kuyate. There is a while left, so it's either going to be a long ending highlight or we can actually get a second goal here. Kuyate, Antonio, Zarate, out to Creswell, Kuyate, Song. Yeah, I think it's just going to end the match really. I don't think anything's going to come from it. We're in a good position though, so you never know. Antonio can't get a cross in. There's 10 seconds left. It's going to be the end of the match. But we've had in their final third the last minute and just couldn't do anything. But there we go. That'll be full time. There it is. West Ham 1, Villarreal 0. We keep our perfect form going into the Europa League. So I think that it says it's secured our qualification, and we're actually guaranteed now to finish first. Did Celtic actually draw with Jablonec? Yes, they did. So there's 2 matches to go in the group. Obviously, Villarreal can only get 10 points at this stage, so we will finish first in the group. But I'll be right back where we'll see which player we're going to take from Villarreal. Just going to get right into this and press go because there's not really a great selection. Trigueros, or however you say it. So we'll head into FM now and we'll put Trigueros into our team, and then we'll go and play Crystal Palace away. He's actually worth 12.5 million, so it's not too bad. He'll probably be good cover for us in the centre midfield. I'm not sure if he'll get onto my bench. I'll have to check if he's better than Noble or Kuyate. He's only young, but we'll wait and see. He's now worth 19.25 since I moved into West Ham. So we'll head into the match against Crystal Palace, and I'll be right back in 1 second. I think it's probably because we played in the Europa League on Thursday and this is the Sunday match, but I'm expecting quite a poor performance in this match. We went for the same formation, the one that I want to try and do. Fabregas, Lanzini and Song as a midfield three. Payet was actually passed the fitness test and he can play up to 60 minutes in this match apparently, so we can bring him on as a sub. I've stuck with Zarate up front, brought Reid back in for Tompkins, and that's pretty much it. We'll take a look at the Crystal Palace team. Fraser Campbell, Balassi, Punch and Zaha, that's a strong front four really. Kabay Jedinak, strong midfielders as well. They seem pretty similar to my team. I think we've got a better goalkeeper, but defence is probably the same. We're strong in midfield, but decent in attack, so I think they're pretty similar to my team. So we'll go and we'll start the match. We're away from home, and if we actually win this match, we could potentially go up to 4th, so we get an extra 2 points. Yeah, if we win the match, we'll be level. If we win it 1-0, we'll be level on goal difference with Norwich, but if we win by more than 1 goal, we will go into 4th. Norwich are playing really well this season, aren't they? Here's Lanzini anyway in this, the 3rd minute. Zarate to Moses. Can't find the pass. Jedinak can counter. Ogbono will pick it up and give it to Valencia. Oh, it's a good clean tackle. I thought that was going to be a bad tackle for a second. Kabay gives it to Zaha. This highlight is still continuing. Lanzini intercepts it. Fabregas to Moses. That's a good pass. Oh, can't quite find the cross. With 2 people waiting in the middle for that one. Fabregas, Moses. We're taking the game to them in the early stages. Moses. Ooh, McCarthy didn't look comfortable there. They've had, well, I suppose possession didn't really mean too much this early into the match, but they've had a lot. Moses to Song. Lanzini will pick that up. Ogbono. Back to Lanzini, crosses it in. Lanzini gets it again. This highlight is going on forever. Zarate, Suarez will get there, and the highlight continues. Creswell to Lanzini. If this ends in a goal, they'll be all forgiven. Lanzini crosses it in. Moses, get in. 1-0, 5 minutes gone. Victor Moses with his 2nd goal of the season. The world's longest highlight ends in a goal, thankfully. And we'll see if that actually does put us ahead of Norwich. No, it doesn't. I think they've probably scored more goals than us. I'm not sure if I can extend this. Yeah, they'll be ahead of us on goals scored, I believe. But they're coming into the match. They've had a couple of shots. I'm just going to counter them because I think they're pushing forward now. Yeah, they're having a good amount of possession. They're getting the shots away, but obviously we haven't seen any of them. We've had 2 half chances. They probably both came in at one highlight where we scored. Till half time now, I'll go on defensive. Just try and get into the break at 1-0. There we are, 1-0 at half time. So I honestly, I don't think this team is playing that well, but it's getting results. Like, the instructions, I've got 2 on, and the player instructions, I haven't even sorted those out yet because I'm too lazy. But we're doing well, like, nevertheless. I think they're going to attack us, so we'll go back to counter. Yeah, we'll clear the ball to the flanks to counter on them really, really fast. I've got float crosses on, which I shouldn't do for when Zarate is playing. Let's have a look at the ratings. Not really too much to talk about. So I don't want to risk Payet because I think he could get injured again. Assertively, I'm going to tell them we're doing well. Decent reaction from my midfielders. And we'll head into the second half. Well, hopefully if we get one more goal, then we will go 4th on goal difference. Balassi to Kabay. Yeah, this is the end of that highlight. But I'm pretty sure they'll be pushing forward because obviously they need a goal. Like, what's a 1-0 defeat to them really? Where are they in the league actually? I want to check that. Liverpool are 17th. What the hell? They beat us as well. I know Spurs were doing badly earlier in the season. They've recovered. Liverpool, they've lost 7 out of their 11 matches so far. Crystal Palace, they're 11th. I'm going to make my first sub. I'm actually going to bring Payet on for Valencia. I think, no, in fact, Moses is not doing too well with his condition. So Payet is an inside forward. On support, yeah, that'll do. Hopefully he doesn't pick up any more injuries, because he's already had a couple this season. Dwight Gale comes on for Fraser Campbell. Here we go, there's a highlight. A rare occurrence in this episode, it seems. Dwight Gale, can he get a goal straight away? We might concede a penalty, we do. He blew for that so late. It's like he blew for it after we'd already cleared it through Creswell. He gets a yellow card for his actions. Dwight Gale causing us problems. Jedinak will step up to take it. And yeah, it's 1-1. Winston Reid, I feel like he's already conceded a penalty this season. I think he must concede a lot. So I'm actually going to go standard. There's no point in just going to counter. Passing to space, try and make the game as the pitch as wide as possible, because I feel like we've got better players than them. We'll leave it like that for now. I'll wait maybe 5 minutes. I'll make 2 more subs. But yeah, that's why we need better defenders, really. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, there's a highlight here. McCarthy will catch that. It's weird. Like the 2 matches that we've done so far, all the highlights have just been goals. So I wonder if there's going to be a goal now. Winston Reid, obviously he's on a yellow card. Needs to be careful. Lanzini, it's going to be intercepted. Zaha can counter on us, punching. Gamboa, done well there and finds a good pass to Valencia. Pass it through to Zarate. No, too late. Balassi will get it, and he can have a run at our our fullbacks. Punching. Zaha has got the man on the overlap if he needs him, which he doesn't. Crosses in for Dwight Gale, 2-1. Fuck. We've just went to pieces. I need to change it. Like Winston Reid is shit. Half the time he's not match fit because he fucking flies to New Zealand every couple of months to play international football. Then he can't play for like 2 weeks afterwards because he's not match sharp. His condition's not great. I mean, Lanzini's going to go up there, Song there. But one more sub that I could make. Lanzini's playing 8.1 as well. So if we get a player playing 8.1, then like the rest of our team is letting him down. Fabregas could come off. He's only on 72%, but I'm going to keep him on. Keep him on. He hasn't really done much yet. I'm going to save my final sub for maybe like another 10 minutes, then I might take Fabregas off for Sacco, get an extra striker on. But I need to change my instructions. Pause the match, Carl, you idiot. It should pause the match automatically, shouldn't it? That's what I think anyway. Clear ball to flanks, attacking. We're going to have to go for it now. In fact, I can't pump ball into the box because we've got fucking Zarate and he's tiny. High tempo. Get stuck in. There's only been 2 yellow cards in the match, and well, 3, but so I think we can maybe tackle him a bit harder. Hurley crosses shoe on sight. I'm going to have to go for it. I'm going to bring on a second striker on 70 minutes. The stats have been quite even as well though. But like I said, every highlight's ending in a goal. Gamboa's on 67%. Lanzini. I'm going to take off Song for Sacco actually. I feel like I need Fabregas' playmaking ability. Zarate can change to Trek actually. We'll go for a weird formation again. We'll probably concede, but whatever. We might as well go for it. Whipped crosses will do. Go route one, yeah. We might as well try and push them higher. Then maybe on 75 we'll go all out attack. In fact, I might as well change it now. Here's Lanzini. Tompkins. Valencia can't get there. We've got it still. Ogbon at the back post. How can you miss that? My defenders are shocking. He was 2 yards out and he hit the fucking crossbar. How's that possible? I could have scored that and I'm shit. Fucking hell. These stupid defenders. What I'm going to do now, it's actually pause the... I'm going to push these two on. Yeah, get forward. What if I put like a player like that? That'd be funny as that. No. Yeah, we'll get our fullbacks forward a tiny bit more. It's 10 minutes to go. There's another highlight. Yeah, they're going to counter on us. Gale's in. Gale's destroyed us since he's came on. Tompkins, good tackle, but goes to punching. Balassi skins his defender. Suarez, Gamboa, good tackle. Let's counter. Come on. Lanzini, play straight first time. Yes, Sacco. Zarati's on. Lanzini crosses it in. Payet. Oh, if he was match fit, I think he could have probably scored there. Another clear-cut chance missed. Yes, we've got one more highlight, it seems. Dwight Gale. We just haven't handled him at all. I probably should have marked him out of the game, but I didn't. Goodbye. Tompkins does well. Lanzini. Hangeland will clear that. Tompkins. Yeah, they've got loads of players there now. Balassi. Gamboa can't get near him. Oh, you can actually. Well done. Goodbye. Fabregas can't tackle. Jedinak. Ward to Jedinak. Punching. Tompkins can't get the foot in. Goes to Dwight Gale. He should have scored. Should have scored, yeah. But I think that it probably won't mean anything anyway. Yeah, this is it really. Creswell. No, we can't do anything. Zarate, yeah, it goes out for a goal kick and it's full time. I said at the start of the match I could see us losing that. But we threw it away, didn't we? Winston Reid gave away a penalty. Ogbonna hit the fucking crossbar from 2 yards out. Payet had a good chance as well. But never mind. It's just how it's going to go managing the Europa League and the Premier League at the same time. Winston Reid, I'm going to aggressively tell you to fuck off, pal. It's his costly mistake. But I need better centre-backs, and we could have been at fourth, but now we're sixth. We're still doing okay. Crystal Palace now only a point behind us, and obviously you would expect Man United and Spurs to leapfrog us as well. Spurs actually could if they win their game in hand, and obviously Liverpool, God knows what's happening to them. But now we'll head in and we'll see which player, unfortunately, we're going to lose. Did it say Ogbonna made a horrendous mistake? What? I don't know what horrendous mistake that was, unless it was his miss, but he didn't concede the penalty. I can't remember the other goal, really. I'll send the assistant. I can't bother talking to them. I'm in a mood now. But anyway, we'll go in. Well, I look creepy. Yeah, we'll go into the randomizer now and we'll see which player we're going to lose to Crystal Palace. Right, please don't be anyone good. We're going to lose Gambo. We've lost another fucking right back. It's quite annoying to lose another right back. We do have one more. He's called Crespo. I believe we won him from Aston Villa. He was. I compared him and Gamboa's stats, and there wasn't too much in them, so it's not too bad. It just means we lose a bit of cover, so we lose another right back. It seems to have switched now. We were winning and losing goalkeepers earlier on, and now we're losing right backs. So it's not going to make our defence any better. But whatever, we'll hint at FM and we'll switch Gamboa to Crystal Palace. Where is he? Gamboa. Here we are. All his stats are going down. Oh well. Crystal Palace. I swear the input on this fucking search bar is horrible. You've got to type like an old man. I typed too fast for the FM thing to process it. It's horrendous. Crystal Palace. There we are. And that will end today's episode. Quickly show you, well, I'll show you my team really, because there's not really too much to talk about. Crespo will go in to replace Gamboa, and then Mulgrew will probably be a defensive option for us, because he can play in defensive midfield, so why not? Tompkins can play right back as well. But that'll end today's episode. So a win and a loss. I would prefer to have won in the league and lost in the Europa League, but what can you do? We're in 6th place. We're doing okay, I think. We've won 6, drew 1, lost 5. So it's decent form. It's not great though. We've got Bristol City to go in the Carlton Cup, so we should get to the semi-finals. So we're doing well in all competitions really. But recent form, we've won 1 out of our last 5 league matches. I didn't realise it was so bad. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.